Hi all, good morning, good afternoon. Hope you are doing well. So in this class, we will talk about another type of agent in UiPath Studio. So in the previous class, we have seen how we can build one autonomous agent in UiPath Studio from scratch. And also we have seen how we can build one autonomous agent using autopilot, where we can provide the prompt and it will automatically generate the agent for us. And also we have seen how we can integrate tools and integrate our context. So in today, what we will going to do, we will going to build one agent called conversational agent. So what exactly the conversational agent? So if you go here and see, the conversational agent is nothing but a bidirectional communication between the customers and the agent. Okay, so if you see in the previous class, the autonomous agent we have been designed where we are sending the comprehensive prompt together in a single go to the agent will work on this and given the response back to the user. But in the conversational agent, it will be back and forth communication between the customers and agent. Okay, just like the agent will interrogate to the customers to get the informations, then it will respond accordingly. Okay, so in conversational agent, what is the key difference if you compare with autonomous agent? You will not able to find the user prompt because all the informations user is going to provide over the chat. So here you will able to find only the system prompts and other details like tool, context and escalation and so on. Okay, so what is our problem statement for today to build one conversational agent? My problem statement is, let's assume I'm working in an organization, and in this organization I want to build one agent that is called HR assistant agent. What that agent is going to do, that agent will give the information about holidays, list of holidays, and no, you can say travel policy, security policy, all such information will give to the employee, or you can say the users, right? Okay, so now quickly we'll go to our UiPath Studio web, and you have to go ahead and create one agent. Okay, just you have to click on create new, then you have to select agent. Then in this agent, I'll just let it load. Okay, so here I am going to select one conversational agent. Okay, so here also you can provide the prompt which will automatically create the conversational agent for me with the help of autopilot. But that we will see in the last. But before that, I want to create one conversational agent from scratch. Then what I'll do, I'll go ahead and click on start fresh. So once I clicked on start fresh, you will be able to see the two views of the agent. One is called canvas view, other one is called the form view. So I'll go to the form view, and in the form view, so if you see here, this is my solution explorer and this is the agent. Inside the agent, I already been talked about the definitions, evaluation set, and the evaluators. Okay, so first of all, I'll go ahead and rename the solutions to called HR assistant. Okay, so HR assistant, okay, that's it, it's fine also, HR assistant. So then what I'll do, so here if you see here, as I told, you will not able to find the user prompt. You will able to see only the system prompts and the rest of the things as usual, like autonomous agent, call tools, context, but you will not able to see the user prompt. Okay, and in this conversational agent you will able to see the chart section also, right? So then the next step is what you have to do. You have to go to your agenda, and you have to copy this prompt. So let me go ahead and copy the prompt here. So this prompt is nothing but we'll talk about the agent what is going to do. Okay, this is just the instructions. I have given the role, I have given the instructions, I have given the guidelines. Okay, so all these informations I have given to agent, so that agent will be work accordingly based on the roles, instruction and context I have given here. Okay, so then the next step is here you have to add one tool. Okay, what exactly the tool I am going to do? Whenever a user will ask the information about the leave policy or travel policy, then definitely agent will respond back, right? But once the agent will respond back, finally it will going to trigger an email to the customer. So to do this, you have to integrate one tool. So tool can be your RPA workflow, can be your apps, can be your another agent, or can be any API workflows. Okay, so I am going to build one API workflow. So you have seen in the previous class how we have built RPA workflows. In this class we will see how we will build one API workflow to trigger the email, right? So now you have to go to your solution explorer, click on this, click on RPA workflow. Okay, and rename this RPA workflow to called, okay, send outlook mail. Okay, so I have written send outlook mail, then come out from this, then you go to the send out to mail, then you have to go to this. Okay, so this is the trigger part. Then the next part is you have to go to click on this and click on connector. Okay, so in this connector you will look for O365 connector. So let me write send mail. Then in the send mail you will find there are a lot of things, but you have to use the mail which is coming from Microsoft Outlook, right? So just send Outlook. Yeah, so you have to select send mail, this one which is coming from Outlook. So once you have set this activity, then you have to go here, click on this and select the connection. So make sure that the connection you are going to select, that connection should be stored inside your share folder in your orchestrator. Okay, because I am going to deploy the entire agent into the share folder. Okay, so I have selected from the share folder the connection. Then the next step is save as draft. I am not sending email, just I am drafting that. Okay, so in my mailbox, then to subject and body you have to define an argument. Okay, so where I have to go to define the argument, you have to go to data manager, then click on input, then define one argument called email. Okay, the other one is you can say define another argument called body, subject I can say, and the last one I can define called body. Okay, so I have created three argument. It's called email, subject and body, and all are in the text type. So now I have to fill these details here so that the value will be accepted. I'll set email, it's going to send the email to whom, and I'll send the subject and I'll send my body. Perfect. Now I set all these things. This is in the, if you see, this is the send output will come here, all these things. Okay, now I'll come out from this. So because this is API workflow, so that it will be do everything through API calls, right, in the backend. So now then I'll click on response. So you click on response. Okay, in this response, what I have to do, I have to put some text here. Okay, the text I can say, if you go to my content here, you will find the text here. I want to say this is my text. Perfect. So now then I will execute this to test it is all going well. Let me click on this. Yes, my flow is executed successfully. If you see here, now I'll back to my solution explorer. So in this solution explorer, I'll go to my agent. Okay, in this agent, and I'll go to the form. Then the next step is I'll just integrate that to my agent, conversational agent. So then if you go to this my agenda, and I have here created one conversational agent. Okay, so once I have created one conversational agent, then I have given the system prompt. Okay, so once I've given the system prompt, then I have created another workflow called API workflow send outlook mail. Then I have added the trigger event. I have add one send email activities. I have I have also given the connection which is stored inside my shared folder in orchestrator. Then I have given all these parameters. Then I have response also given another activity, updated the response. Then I will back to my agent. Okay, then I'll integrate that as a tool. Then I have to just click on this. I'll go to my API workflow. Then I'll able to see my email. Okay, so this is my email. Okay, which will be integrate as a tool in my agent. So you can integrate anything. Not only you can integrate API workflow or your RPA workflow, you can integrate third-party systems, you can integrate any other systems also. So if you want to explore this, just click on this. You will see what all other possibilities can integrate. So if you see, these are the GNA activities also you can integrate, like web search, web summary. Okay, and DPRAG is there also, RPA workflow, API workflow, agent also you can integrate. There are a lot of MCP server you can integrate also. There are a lot of things are there, you can integrate it. Okay, as a tool to your agent. Perfect. So now we have created a solution explorer, we have created an conversational agent, we have given the prompt, and also we have integrate our tools. The tools is nothing but one of the API workflows. That API workflow is communicate to over the email to the customers. Okay, with the help of agent. Now the next part is, so if I will be leave it with this prompt, what will happen? Whenever the customer will ask the details, the agent will respond, but the response are completely hallucinated because it will not use any context, or it is not use any knowledge source, any background knowledge, what exactly the goal, what exactly the agent purpose I'm going to fulfill. So definitely the agent, based on the prompt, agent will give some hallucinated results, or can be, it will dump on the results pull out from the web search or something, right? So to avoid all these things, what we have to do, we have to associate a context. What exactly the context? Context is nothing but will give some background information about the organizations. I mean to say, regarding your leave policy, regarding your travel policy, and etc. Okay, so if you will give it, then the agent will be get focused to the context, and accordingly it will be tuned and give the results back to the customers. To do this, what we have to do, we have to store the details like contact, like the files, folders, whatever you are going to provide to the agent as a context. You have to store somewhere, right? So in the previous class you have seen we have stored these details in OneDrive, and we have connected that through connectors and use as a index. Here exactly same we are going to do, but our storage will be not the OneDrive, our storage will be storage bucket. Now we'll quickly see it, how exactly we can do it. Okay, so you have to open the orchestrator from the product launcher. Okay, once your orchestrator is open, then you have to go to the folder, because I want to create my storage bucket and index everything on the shared folder. So you have to go to the folder shared, then you have to go to the storage bucket. Since storage bucket is nothing but a placeholder or nothing but a storage where you can store the file and folders, nothing else. Okay, so I go to the, and that will be inside your orchestrator server. Okay, so you have to go to the storage bucket. Then once you go to the storage bucket, you have to just click on this add storage bucket drop down, click on create a new storage bucket. Once you click on create a new storage bucket, there are different options that you want to store in Azure storage, Amazon, or the orchestrator. I want to go with the orchestrator one. Give the bucket name, give the descriptions, that's it, nothing you have to do, and click on add. But in my case, I have already been added called UiPath HR document storage bucket, and the provider is orchestrator. This is the descriptions. Okay, so once it is created like this, then you have to click on this. Once you clicked on this storage bucket, here you will get the options to upload the files. Okay, so in my case, this is my storage bucket UiPath HR document, and I'm clicking on upload file, and I have to browse it. I have to select all my policy documents. Okay, so here if you see, I have added all the policy documents like holiday policy, PTO guidelines, travel expenses, everything I have added. Perfect. Now I'll back to my folders, share folder. Okay, once I'll back to the share folder, then once my data has been stored, my file and folder, everything has been stored inside the storage bucket, we have to create a index. Okay, that index you can also create from your orchestrator. So in the orchestrator, select the folder, go to index. In the index, here you have to create a new index. Okay, just you click on create index. Once you click on create index, you have to provide all these details. Okay, so what all are the detail you are going to provide? I will show you. I have already been created the index. Let me cancel this. Let me open my index. This is my index called UiPath HR document. Okay, using the data source is called storage bucket. Okay, and this is the description. This is the storage size and successful. Okay, created on this date and blah blah blah. Okay, if you open this index, these are the detail you have to provide. Okay, this is the index name, this is the descriptions, and you have to clearly mention that in orchestrator which folder where exactly your index is going to create. This is shared folder I want to create it. Okay, and you have to also provide your storage bucket name, because your storage bucket name is linked to your index. Then the file type, if you are sure about the file type extension, you can select it, or all you can select it. Okay, and this one you have to select either basic or advanced. If your data is in simple text format, go with the basic. If your data is in tabular format, image, or any graph or something else, then you have to go with the advanced format. Then you have to click on save. But in my case, I have already been created, so that every field are grayed out. Save button is grayed out also. Click on cancel, come back. Okay, but in your case, you have to click on save. So my index is ready now. Okay, now the time I will back to my UiPath Studio. So in UiPath Studio, you have to go to your agent definition, go to the form base, then you have to go to context section, then click on add context. Once you click on add context, inside the share folder, your index will be reflect. Okay, so your index will be reflect. If you click on create new, is same thing is saying that you have to create the index. Same window will come up here. Okay, so same thing you can create it from here, from your UiPath agent window also. But make sure that before that your storage bucket should be in place, and your file and files will be in the place. Then only you will able to create the index. Perfect. So I'll back here, and in my case my index is already been created. I'll just click on context, add context. Then here I have to select my index. This is my index called UiPath HR document. Okay, so now I have selected my index. Now if you see here in my agent, I have given the system prompt. I have added one tool that is called one API workflow. You can add RPA workflow and other things also. If whatever you want, you can add it. Okay, as a tool. then I have added the context. Okay, the context is nothing but it contains the document, the policy document of the organization. Okay, which will helps to the agent to give constructive response to the customers whenever any customers will ask some details, right? So that's it. So I think all set now from the design side. Now I'll close this, and here if you see, this is one workflow is called send out mail and another agent is created here, right? Now how to do a test here? Just you click on debug. So once you click on debug, it will ask to provide the details here. Okay, these are the connection details only. Just keep it. This is the connection detail for email. This is the connection detail for your index context, right? Click on save and debug. So once you click on save and debug, then your execution has been started, right? So if you see, the execution has been started. Now we are expecting here the chart window will automatically open. So now if you see, because this is a conversational agent, so chart window is automatically open. Now if I'll ask hi, then it will give me the response. So if you see, now it's constructing. Hello Vivu, how can I assist you today? Yes. So I want the list of holiday in India. So if I'll ask, so suppose I am an Indian employee and I am working in an organization, I want to know the list of holidays in India. Just I press it. Let's see the response how is giving. So it will go to the index. If you see here, it will go to the index, go to the context, get the details. Okay, based on the prompt, it will give the response back to you. So if you see here, this is the response I got. Here is the list of holiday in India for 2025. Okay, so you can see here, these are the details. So similarly, if I ask what about US, so it will give the response for the US also. So if you see here, now it is taking the help of context and giving the response back to you. So these are the holidays in US. Okay, so now if I'll ask, could you share me the travel policy? Okay, so now it will give the travel policy about the organization. Okay, so if you see here, it's clearly given the information about the travel policy. So this is the purpose, okay, and this is the core principle, travel guidelines. Now I'll stop my executions. I can say my agent is ready. Okay, now the next part is we are going to deploy that into the orchestrator. So what you have to do, you have to just select your agent, click on publish. So make sure that your project should not have any single issues before you publish. You can give some comment here, change log comment. I can say this HR assistant. Okay, location you have to select orchestrator tenant, version is default, is automatically taken. Okay, then click on publish. So it is going to publish my agent into the orchestrator. So if you see here, now my package is published to the orchestrator. If you want to check the package, click on check package. It will take you to the orchestrator and it will show you the package detail here. Okay, if you see here, my package has published in 14 seconds ago. Okay, it's HR assistant. Now I'll go to the tenant. Okay, now I'll go to the solutions. Now I'll go to the package. If you see, my package just now came here called HR assistant. HR assistant 29 seconds ago is published. Okay, now the next step is, once the package is published, so next you have to deploy that package. So to deploy, you have to select this three dot, click on deploy. Once you click on deploy, here you will be able to see the package name, okay, version, deployment name, install location, okay, or you can say the location where exactly you want to deploy. I want to deploy that in my shared folder. Okay, I have selected this. Then if you want to review, you can review it or click on deploy. So once you clicked on deploy, it's going to deploy the package, whatever you have published, into your shared folder. Okay, so you will see one error. Because of this, it's not allowing. Warnings you can ignore, but this is the error which is causing the problem. So this is a known error. Just click on this, click on use existing. Okay, now you can validate again. So if you see now, the validation is success. All these are warnings only now. Okay, so now the next step is what I'll do. I can go ahead and click on deploy. So once I'll click on the deploy button, it is going to deploy it successfully. So now if you see, deployment is in progress. Now you have to go to your shared folder, expand it. Okay, you will see your deployment. So this is my deployment package called HR Assistant, right? So now here you will also able to see your HR Assistant, right? Successfully deployed. Okay. Now the next step is what you have to do. How will you execute that particular deployment package? So you have to select this HR Assistant, go to automation, then you will able to see here. Okay. So if you see here, I have two workflows, right? One is the agent, one is called send Outlook email. So then you have to select agent here. Okay, in this agent, if you want to edit in the last moment something, if you want to edit in the last moment, okay, just click on next. If you want to edit something in the last moment, feel free to edit here, then you can update it. Else nothing have to do, cancel it. Same thing for Outlook email also. If you click on edit, and you will see if something you want to edit it here. Next, here if you see, it's the connection is not established, you can go to shared and select this. Make sure that you are selecting your connection from shared folder only. Then next, click on update. Perfect. Now how you will going to execute that process? Just click on this run. So once you click on this run, okay, you can start, so that your process will going to execute. This is one way of executing. But the other way of executing is, let me close other things to avoid confusions. So you have to go to your product launcher. Okay, so you can go from here also, go to product launcher and go to more and go to agents. Okay, so if you see, my agent window has opened, and you have to go to here. Now scroll down, you will able to see the list of agents you have deployed. So here success rate is coming, average response time, completed run, everything is coming here. And if you want to see more agent, then you have to go here and click on view all deployed agent. And here you will see coded agent, conversational agent, coded, and autonomous agent, and so on. So I'm bit interested on conversational agent. Then I'll go here and I click on type and select conversational agent. So in the conversational agent, if you see here, these are the agents has been deployed by me. One is called UiPath HR Assistant, other one is called same UiPath HR Assistant, and this one we have just now deployed, right? So if you see, so this is the one we have just now deployed, and you have to just click on chart, then it is going to connect to the agent, and you can do the same how you are used to do your interaction in UiPath Studio. Okay, so that's it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed the session. So thank you so much for watching. Keep learning. Bye bye.